Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. You can see the traffic on Route 57 right there. My name is Arthur, and this is my channel. Tonight we're flying the Aerobat version of the Cessna 152. It is a business. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so if I get texts and stuff, I apologize. I'm warning you right now that may happen. So I had a request by a real pilot if I could fly from 3G3, which is Wadsworth Municipal Airport, up to Skypark. I've also had a request to take a look at Wooster, Ohio. So I thought maybe we would fly down to Wooster following, well, 57 doesn't really go there, I don't think. 57 goes, let me think about this, no, but Route 3 does, so I could chop over to 3. We could find Seville and cruise over to 3. Oh, the Aerobat has windows up top, look at that, I didn't know that. So it is a little different than the in-game model. I thought, you know, this is considered one of the bonus airplanes, and I'm like, it's just a reskin of the, which it still is, but anyway. So we are here at Wadsworth Municipal, also known as 3G3. This is actually where I take my license tests for my drone. There is missing from this right here a building that goes right there, and that is the field base of operations. I think it's missing. Let's hop outside of the airplane here and take a look. Sorry, I'm still not, I don't use the cameras a whole lot, so yeah, all the buildings are gone. What the heck? Also of note, somewhere, I think it's over here, is a statue with a starfighter on it. So we have an old airplane put up on a pedestal, but yeah, this where these cars are parked right here, where this is actually a building here, and I go into this building and take my test there. For some reason, the building is missing. Not sure why that is, but that really sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the aircraft started up. I'm going to go through my checklist, and we'll get started. Before starting the engine, we want a fuel shutoff valve is down on the floor. Yep. And we're going to brakes, test, and set. Let's see, our rudder's working, brakes are working, so we're going to check this, check that, and start the engine. Mixture is rich, got that. All right. Carb heat, I think it's already, it automatically should be at cold in. If you guys haven't seen these startup procedures, they're kind of fun. Yeah, it's set on cold, so we're good. Prime, as required. Let's go ahead and pump it twice. Once, twice. Throttle's going to be open 1/2 inch, so that's about 1/2 inch right there. Okay, tick item. I'm going to put my feet on the brakes because I don't know if the parking brake is on or not. Let's see, where's the parking brake? Master switch on, check. Ignition, start. I have a hard time getting this airplane to start. Okay, there we go. Oh, parking brake, there we go. Okay, parking brakes are on now. Okay, good. Throttle, adjust to 1,000 RPM or less. Let's see that. Where's our RPM gauge? Okay. Right. A bit lower. Good enough for government work. Okay. Oil pressure in the green sector. Let's check our oil pressure. It's a little low. I don't know how they expect you to get it into the green if the motor is running low. Because I'll put these on while we're here. Landing lights are on. Beacon strobe. Nav. Takeoff trim is good. Okay. Flashing beacons and nav light says, yeah, look at that, I already did that before takeoff. Okay, the fuel shutoff valve is open. Yep. Reach below 300 feet. Strobe is desired. Parking brake release. All right, so we got all those. Let's go ahead and go into our reset position. So we're ready to fly. We're gonna fly. All right. So let's see if we can't request a pushback. If this guy wasn't standing there, we could just, actually, we're just gonna turn. You know what? Dude, watch your head. We won't look. Hopefully everything's fine. All right, so winds are from the south, it looks like, which usually, actually, in Ohio, it seems like they're usually from the north, though I always see airplanes landing from the north on this airport, so there must be something. Cool. Okay, so he's in Canal Winchester. I'll try to stay in the hotel that the wedding's at. Okay, so we are currently, now here's an interesting thing. When I fly in Alaska or Iceland or some of these places that are, London, my GPU works at about, I want to say 80%. For some reason, when I fly in northeastern Ohio, my GPU is pegged out at 99%. I don't know what it is about the rendering in northeastern Ohio that is so difficult for the computer to render, but for whatever reason, northeastern Ohio is taking 96% of my GPU. And that does not include, this is kind of cool, I have a program that separates the video encoding. My video encoding right now is only at 16%, so the video recording is not taking that much from our computing, but let's see. Announce takeoff, depart north. So we're going to go north. When we come back, we're going to land at Skypark, which is a small airport just to the north of this one. We'll fly over it on our way up, but we're going to check out Seville. We'll pretend like we're clear. I think this airport it has a control tower, but only during certain hours of the day. So we're going to go ahead and get the heck off the ground. I'm not quite center on the runway, but I'm sure they'll forgive us. So the buildings are missing. It's weird. We should be ready to lift off. So right there is Route 57. That runs right along to my house. I don't live on 57, but I'm just off of it. And let's see here. That is going to be, I think, western or eastern. And we are headed south right now, so we're going to make a turn here and fly out over. Now, if you guys remember, a couple months ago, I talked about a client that wanted me to do some drone videography of a corporate park that was right next to this airport. And I'll show you where that is and why I refused to do it, even though I legally could have done it. Oh, there's the railroad line. That's CSX, I believe. This is the corporate park right here. Now, here they have put in hotels and stuff. That's not what this is. Right now, most of this is empty land, but it is a corporate park. And the issue, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's this up here. And the issue is, you'll see here that there is a runway. Cut the engine back a little bit. That runs right here, and it's not very detailed on this. Interesting. But the corporate park was right here. Yeah, here it is. We're flying over it now. So as the airplanes came around in their pattern to land, they flew close to this, and my drone would have been in this vicinity here. And I just didn't want, I said, you know what, I just don't feel safe doing it. And as I was checking the place out, I was at this building, which is actually a UPS facility. I was parked right here and watching. An airplane turned right over and flew and landed on that runway. I don't know if it was an emergency landing or what, but once that happened, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to fly there. Now, here we have the city of Wadsworth. Trying to find, hang on, let me see if I can find my way around here. I want to find the main road into town. My kids live here when they're with their mom. We got there too fast. I don't know the city well enough to know exactly where everything is. But this is the main town. This is going to be Route 94 here. And that's going to go, the main part of town I think is down that way, like the downtown area. I shop here quite often. There's a Walmart up at the north end of town that I go shopping at. That might be further north. I don't remember there being that many big buildings here, but maybe there are. Once again, this is kind of like not territory that I spend a lot of time at, but have been quite frequently anyway, just because my kids live down here. So we'll fly up here and see if this is... We're looking for Route 224 right now, also known as 76. I think that's a little further north. There's Skypark out there. I don't know if you guys saw that green, that light flashing off our wing there. That's going to be Skypark. Yeah, here's the shopping center. Okay, so we're flying over 224. Right here is the Walmart. So now you guys can see where I hang out. A lot of times I'll go to this Walmart instead of the one up in Medina because it's almost as close to where I live, and it's a lot less busy. But there's like an Arby's back here. Unfortunately, there's no Chick-fil-A. There's 224.76. Here's the Walmart. There's a Home Depot over here. Monster-sized church back here somewhere. I've done some photography for them when they had like a ball for like handicapped kids. It was really cute, and they asked me to come photograph it, so I did. Pull the picture back a little bit. Yep, and here's Route 94. And this, I don't know what the name of this road is, but we're going to follow this. We're going to kind of cut back to 224 here. Whenever I tell you guys that I see the Fendt tractor and the Kloss baling equipment on the farm sim videos that we do, that is down in this area here. I'm trying to find where. It's going to take me a minute to get my bearings. Okay, you follow this road. The farm is out here. There's a farm here. There's a guy that has a Fendt tractor, and then also a guy that uses baling equipment. They're located along Route 57 back over here. So, all right. So here's 224. Yep. All right. So now I kind of have my bearings. And the airport's directly in front of us. That's where we took off. My kids live somewhere over here when they're with their mom. When they're with me, obviously, they live with me. And this is not quite the weather we're having today, though it's close. We have a little bit more clouds in the sky. I want to stay low. So what we're going to do now is we're going to putz on over to Route 3 and head south on 3 into Worcester. We may also continue on to Mansfield, depending on how much time we have, because I've had requests for both Worcester and Mansfield to see if we can find the Mansfield prison. I don't know exactly where that is. I think it's north of town. Which means that we will also pass Ashland. And I actually took this road just the other night because I came over here to get some Dairy Queen. Now, I'm showing you all the places where I hang out. This is probably a bad idea. I'm going to get stalked. You know, old fat guy stalked. I don't think anyone would really honestly want to stalk me. I'm pretty unstalkable. Plus, I'm huge. And I know how to fight. Rawr. Just kidding. Okay, so we're coming up on the Route 3. No, we're not. Wait, are we? That's not 3 there. Okay, and there's Skypark. We are right in their airspace. Hopefully we got clearance, but I don't know. Skypark's kind of interesting. The idea originally was that people that lived in this neighborhood owned airplanes and they could keep them here. And that way they could fly to work every day and that kind of stuff. It was one of those like 80s ideas, which never really did real well, but it worked for Skypark. And they have, this is where the local chapter of the, oh, there's a service. Those are, okay, that's a rest stop. This is where the local chapter of the, what is it called? The CAP, the Civil Air Patrol meets. And they also have a nice FBO there. I've actually taken a drone test there too. That's where I first took my test. So coming up here soon, we should have the shopping plaza where Dairy Queen is. You can see this is kind of, when I say you drive 10 minutes south of where I live, you're in the country, here it is. So I live right up in this area here. We're pretty close to home, but there is, you know, once you drive about 10 minutes south, you're out in the fields. And these are where these small Ohio farms are. I'm going to swing north. Okay, so I think this is the exit up ahead of us. Right here, that's probably our interchange. And that's going to take us to the road that we're going to follow down to Worcester, which is Route 3. Hopefully it'll be clear. But, see, I don't see... And, of course, once again, this is all generic scenery now, so it's hard to tell what's what. I think that's Route 3. Let's see what it looks like. Nope, that's not. That's a bridge. There's no exit, so that's not 3 yet. So we're still continuing on. And it is a bit of a distance from 57 to 3. That is a church, I think. I don't know. Seville's over in this area. Seville's a nice little town. There's Chippewa Lake off to the right there. For those of you that are ex-amusement park enthusiasts, there used to be an amusement park along the this shore over on this side, and they have since, years ago, tore it down. There's remnants remaining, but... Okay, wait, we just passed over it. Okay, there's Route 3 right below us. I'm going to swing around here and do a loop. We have a pretty large logistics company that has trucks. There's also a truck dealer right here in this area, along with Panther. Used to have their headquarters here, but now they moved up into Medina. That's a Love's gas station right there. And let's see. This plane's not so great for sightseeing, I'm realizing. This is the Dairy Queen right here. I go to that Dairy Queen all the time, right there. There's a hotel across the street and a couple other restaurants, but there's a right here. I like this restaurant because they have rock walls on both sides, like at about a 35-degree angle with some nice sized rocks. And I take my rock crawlers. My kids and I will go eat there, and I take my rock crawlers with me, and we go crawling, and we have fun on those rocks. So this is a good place to eat. And that's a Magnetic Springs water depot right there where you can get your water refilled. Reverse osmosis. All right, so this is Route 3 here. This goes up north to Medina and down south into Worcester. So let's go ahead and follow that. We're going to go through... I might, pause the recording for a little bit because it's a bit of a dry flight to Worcester. It's not a straight, easy, quick flight. We have to pass over Seville and Creston. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't think we pass over Rittman, but... All right, so to our left and below us is Seville. Don't blink or you'll miss it. It is a cute little town. Nice little town to live in. It's one of those small town Ohio things. And Route 3 here is going to jink to the right. I think I'm not sure what train line that is that goes through town. It's not very busy, but now when I first got divorced, my ex-wife lived in some apartments here at this intersection. This is the main intersection. 3 goes to our right, so we're going to follow that. But she lived like right in this area, and she'd take the kids there. So there's Route 3. So we're going to swing around here and follow that. Power back up. And so the next town that we're going to hit is going to be, I believe, Creston. To our north is the famous now golf course. I believe it's part of the PGA Tour when they're actually going. It is Westfield Insurance and Westfield Town Center, Westfield Township or whatever, and they have their golf thingy. I don't know anything about golf, sorry. So there's Route 3 right there. Route 3 is a 2-lane road, but it's pretty busy and it does wind back and forth. So we're going to follow this into Creston. Right here ahead of us is Creston. There it is. It's another one of those little Ohio towns, though fairly... looks pretty big from the air. So there's Creston below us. There's a train line that goes through Creston right there, that whitish. There's actually 2 of them. There's the second line right there. They kind of meet there. I don't know what railroad that is. Sorry, I kind of went off mic there. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of my engine. You can see here, I'm still using 94% of my processor. This is crazy. I was flying in Anchorage, Alaska last night, and I was using 70 or 80% of my processor. Like, how can this be? I just don't understand why Ohio takes so much horsepower. But it's interesting. If you go back to older versions of Flight Sim, I had the same thing. Okay, here's Crestline High School. Sometimes when I'm traveling from place to place, I'll stop there if it's in the evening and fly my airplanes out of the parking lot there. And I've actually done photographs of some of these farms and homes along Route 3 here for clients. But as I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself, Route 3, or for some reason Ohio, even in FSX, it was a CPU buster. And I don't know what it is. Maybe because it has to draw so far because everything's so flat. I don't know. But it had issues even with FSX. I had problems in this area. So for some reason, Ohio just doesn't get along with the flight simulator thing. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, this is a lot like the weather we're having right now, so it's pretty cool. I did kind of change it up because the ceiling was a little low, like 500 feet. It's like, okay, that's not going to work for a video. I will say I was flying up the other day around Lake Erie, just having fun. I flew Sandusky to Lorain, and it was kind of a scattered cloud mix like this, but actual weather, and it was raining here and there, and it was so cool. The lake looked just like the lake really looks. There were some large waves on it, like you could actually see the waves, and the colors were right. Like the Lake Erie gets chopped up and it starts turning brown, and the colors were like the right Lake Erie colors. I was like, wow, this looks just like Lake Erie. So, all right, guys, so I'm going to continue on until I see Wooster or anything else exciting. I think we're going to pass the Outlet Mall, but that might be up over to our right with 71. But we'll see. I'll catch up with you if anything exciting happens. I'm just going to cruise along here and follow this. All right, so I think we are approaching Wooster here. I can't tell you. I'm sorry, guys. Once again, this is why I'm kind of a little afraid of the series, because I don't know like landmarks in these areas. This is definitely Wooster. Over here to the right, I'm gonna guess that we're gonna swing over this way. I'm pretty sure that that's Route 82 coming. 80. Think about this. 83. That's Route 83 running north-south there, and this is a giant mega church up on the corner here. And then to the left is going to be the Wooster Shopping Plaza. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. Yep, this is Wooster, definitely. Okay, and that's... What road is that? Riffle Road, I think, is what that's called. And there's like Friendship and Canaan Center. Canaan Center? I don't know. I'm not sure what that road is, but... or Friendsville Road, maybe. I think that might be Friendsville Road, and then this is Canaan Center Road. But I'm not sure. But yeah, this is definitely the big intersection. There's the mega church. Now, my ex-father-in-law, and wow, we are really chopping, lives in this neighborhood here. I think he's one of these last homes because he goes up against the back of, I think that's Home Depot there. Here's a Petco. This is where we got Gromit his first collar because we bought him in Amish country, so Gromit came from Amish country. There's the church. That is a Walmart right there. Or maybe this is the Walmart and like Best Buy and stuff like that. Like this is all shopping. And other than that, I don't really know too much about Wooster, but here it is. So for those of you that are familiar with Wooster, we'll do a big circle around the outside of the city. I know somewhere down here, yeah, see there's a major intersection here, and I think, wow, this is just running like crap. And once again, it's not the GPU that's the problem. When we get those stutters, the GPU load drops down to like 10%. It's something loading in the game. And so even if you have like a 3070 or 3080 card, which you'll have here soon, it's not going to help that. That problem is directly related to some kind of loading because you can watch the GPU drop off. and the card is starving of data to process. So here's the neighborhoods of Wooster. I don't know where the College of Worcester is. I know it's around here somewhere. And then this is going to be up ahead of us. This road that's kind of cutting through town is 30. So I think downtown is going to be over here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can see downtown from 30. So I think we're passing near the town center here. And this does not look any... Worcester is kind of a pretty little town. Like, it's not... Unfortunately, this is not doing it justice. This must be the college campus, either high school or college. Wow, and we are just, once again, another loading spike. This is the one thing that annoys me about Flight Sim, and hopefully they'll get that stuff figured out. I don't have live traffic on, I don't have live weather on, and I'm still getting this weird loading jerk. So anyway, there is the downtown area for Wooster, Ohio. Hopefully if you're familiar with it and you've requested it, you're seeing things that you wanted to see. Once again, I don't know enough about town to really kind of tour you around it, but there is the Route 30 interchange, which means I think 71 will be up here, which is what we'll follow down to Mansburg or to Mansfield. Which means we'll also pass Ashland. Let's see, is that 71? Yeah, I think this is 71 here. But it could be also 83. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, that's probably 83. Where's 71? I'm lost. Wait, or is that... No, that's 42? I think this is Route 42. I don't know. I'm lost. But anyway, that's Worcester. And so let's go ahead and we're going to dump south. I'm going to follow this. I think, once again, this is Route 42. This will take us down to Ashland and should continue on to Mansfield. Which I think, I'm trying to get high enough to see where 71 is, but that might be 71. But that might be 71 over there also. Sorry, guys. There is not a giant mountainous lake over here, by the way. That's a glitch. Oopsie. So we'll continue on south. All right, guys, I'll see you in a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and try to navigate my way past Ashland and down into Mansfield if I can. We'll see you in a little bit. LOL, pilot lost. Danger, danger. Somehow I got way far south of where I wanted to be in only about 10 minutes. I mean, I've been off recording for about 10 minutes, and I am now way south of Mansfield somehow. But I found Mansfield on the map, so that's good news. So we'll be there in a matter of minutes. But we might have to, let's see, how's my fuel? Fuel's doing okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. So Mansfield is now directly ahead of us. I don't know. I couldn't find 71. I wandered off into, we are over Holmes County right now, and I saw what I thought was maybe Berlin, Ohio. And Holmes County Airport is the nearest one. So we are in the heart of Amish country, where I was last week in real life for a photo session. It's downtown Berlin. I don't know that we're there, but I also thought I saw, and I wish I would have recorded it, a house that I'm pretty sure I photographed. It's on the highest hill in Holmes County, and it overlooks all of Holmes County. It was a gorgeous view. Anyway, so Mansfield is somewhere up there in front of us, and I will come back once I get closer, but we way overshot. I was looking for the roads, and I kept just going and going and going, and I'm like, I need to look at a map and figure out where I'm at for this exact reason. So I'll be back. See you in a few minutes. Oh, and I apologize. I was saying, and of course those of you who have priority corrected me, I was calling the city Crestline up by Medina there, up by Worcester. It's Creston. I apologize. Crestline is actually here by Mansfield. It's the next city over on Route 30. And you can see here, if we look at our map, this gray road running east-west, it's going to be off to our right there, is Route 30. And then this is 71. But you can see here, Crestline's over here. Two very different places. Creston is a nice little town. Crestline, unfortunately, and this is what's weird to me, it's like this little country town. It's got a couple, you know, like 3-story buildings, and everything else is like little houses. It's a freaking ghetto. And I think it's methamphetamine that's caused the issues there. Like, but I had to shoot an apartment complex one time. I went out to take photos of an apartment complex, and for a client, there was one in Crestline, and there was one further down in Bucyrus. And I'll tell you what, man, I was like, what the heck? Like, it was a freaking ghetto. And it's out in the middle of the country. It's the weirdest thing to me. But that's, you know, I think people have been, you know, picked up methamphetamines, and unfortunately it's turned into a real killer out there, and the city's just being destroyed by it. But it's weird to see like this country town that's like a ghetto. I'm like, what the heck? Something that you'd like associate with like the inner ring of Cleveland, where like, you know, bad stuff happens, and it's like, no, this is just as bad. It's just in the middle of the country. So anyway, so we are getting a lot closer to Mansfield now. I mean, Mansfield's just west of 71. So you can see here in this area, the airport that we're flying towards is a little too far. We're going to shoot north once we hit town and see if we can't find that prison, but Mansfield's like in this area here. So we are on a direct course for that. So I'll catch up with you when we get closer. Sorry, I just wanted to break in with that and apologize. Creston and Crestline are two different places, and I was calling it Crestline, but it's not. It's Creston. See you in a few. All right, I found the Correctional Institute on the map, and it actually lies directly south of the airport, which we can... Dang, this frame rates, man. And this has been going on nonstop now, and this is the issue with the game. It's not my GPU. Now it's back to normal. But we had some loading there, and it was really bumpy. You can see the airport up ahead. It is just south of the airport, so we're going to actually fly towards that airport and hit that. So Mansfield will be up here straight ahead of us, and then we're going to be passing over 71 and over Route 30, Route 42, and then we'll come back. I will fly back to 71, and I'm going to follow that back up. We'll pause the video, and then I'll catch you guys when we get back to Skypark, and we will land at Skypark and call it a video. But this has been a fun tour of the southern nether region of Ohio. We still need to do Canton. And maybe what I'll do is I'll do Canton and what's the name of that town? Massillon, because they're kind of close together. That's also along Route 30, but way over that way. So, actually, I think Mansfield, is it 30 or 36? No, it's 30. Okay, I was wrong then. So, the road that we saw up by Worcester, was that 250? I thought it was Route 30, but I think it might be US 250. So, my apologies there. Wow, chop, chop, chop. Okay, it's loading Mansfield in is what's happening here. So there's some strange pyramid shapes on the horizon and what looks to be some big rocky blobs. Not quite. This scenery here, that's correct. That, not quite correct. Not sure what's going on there, but I think it'll fix as we get closer. But okay, those are lakes there. I don't know why the lake has a mountain in it, but let's see if that clears up or if that's something that's like stuck there. So Route 30 goes around the north side of those lakes. And we're going to turn here a little bit, but we should fly right over the town of Mansfield. It'll be off to our left a little bit as we look for this penitentiary. 71 should be coming up here. No, it's not fixing. These are graphical errors. We do not have strange jutting mountains in the northwestern part of Ohio, or the northern part of Ohio. Now, maybe down by the Ohio River, along that valley there by Weirton and West Virginia, Wheeling. Those kind of things may exist, but what's happening here is they're getting lake data that's not correct, and the terrain is adjusting for the lake altitude. This is a mess. I cannot believe they didn't clean this up. Wow. Look at this lake. It's got like a volcano erupting in the center of it. What the heck? Look at all these mountains. Gosh, I hope they fix that kind of stuff, because that's annoying. It looks terrible, and it's just not professional. And I will say I do find these all over the map. It is not just this area that has these. I found them in Iceland. I found them in Alaska. I found them all over the place, and this is just bogus. Look at that. What? I'm assuming that is part of the Tuscarawas River. It's what you go canoeing on when you go to Mohican. Could be the Mohican River, though, too, actually, now that I say that. Anyway, we shall press on and ignore the graphical flaws. Wow. What the what? As we pass into Mansfield here from the south. What is that tower? Is that Orthanc? What's going on here, man? I thought we were in Ohio, not Mordor. Oh, God. What is that? Look at that bridge. What? And there's like a town in the middle of the islands there. Okay. Make believe. Wow. Somebody messed up. Okay. Well, seriously though, what is... we need to fly over to this tower. I can't stop myself. Sorry, guys. This is Mansfield up ahead, by the way. I keep saying that. This is Mansfield. Now, we haven't seen 71 yet. I thought we'd see I-71 by now, but... loading. Oh, God. Okay. And we're back to smooth. I have a feeling with that kind of stuff going on that we're not going to see the Correctional Institute. I don't want to make anyone sad, but I don't think that we're going to actually get to see Mansfield in all of its Ohio glory. Southern Ohio. I used to have a boss. He was from the Columbus area. And, it's like in Cleveland, we all have like, Wisconsin. Not quite as harsh as Wisconsin, but we all have Wisconsin-ish, accents, We talk through our noses. This is, okay, 30 is just to our north. This is going to be 71 right here, so we're going to come back and follow this out, but anyway. When you get down to, there's a Columbus accent. His name was John Wilfong. His mom worked for Conrail, and his dad worked for Norfolk Southern. And it's funny how Ohio has so many different accents, But he had that country accent. And you just go, I'd say by the time you get to Mansfield, your people have country accents by that time. Okay, so we're going to buzz north. We have to see what that tower is. That is funny. But I do not see the correctional facility here. It should be right in this area here, just outside the airport, and it's not. I don't see it. And in fact, there's a modern correctional institute also. What is this marker? Oh, we're on the outer marker of the airport. Okay. Welcome to Mansfield International Airport. I don't see it. I mean, this might be it here. It's been replaced with an apartment building. Let's see. Let me look at the map again. it's along this route. It's right off to our left. This road here. There should be a road that passes just around the outside of the airport. It's called Route 13. Okay, and I'm looking for that. That's not it. That's 30, right? Maybe. I don't know. I'm lost. But we should be over 13 right now, and the Correctional Institute is literally in the flight path. Like it should be right in this area here, and I don't see it. Now, why are we looking for the Correctional Institute? So, for those of you that don't know, there is this old abandoned prison, kind of like I guess you equate it to Alcatraz, but in northeastern Ohio, and they used that prison to film the movie Shawshank Redemption. So if you've ever seen the movie Shawshank Redemption, it's the Mansfield Correctional Institution. It is not in service, obviously. It's a very old prison from like the 1940s, 30s, 20s even maybe, and they no longer use it, but that is the Mansfield Correctional Institute, and it's not in here, so it would be right underneath where we are right now, and it's not there. So let's buzz over here and see what this huge tower is in downtown Mansfield. And then I gotta call my son back. He just called. That's why my phone was ringing. So yeah. Oh well. We tried. It's cool to see Mansfield though, you know. See, now that was missing from Cuyahoga Falls. That is Rex Humbard's Tower of Power. For those of you that don't know what that is, Rex Humbard, let's just say sort of zealous pastor from northeastern Ohio, well, actually from Cuyahoga Falls, had a big church called the Crystal Cathedral. It was one of those, you know, Robert, whatever that guy is out from California, I can't think of, you know, it's like that kind of church. It's pretty Pentecostal. And they had this great idea that they were going to build a restaurant above on the top of a tower, kind of like the CN Tower, but they also wanted to make it a tower of prayer with a restaurant on top. So they started building this huge tower in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, and you can still see it. They got done with the external construction and ran out of money. And the tower still remains to this day, but it never was finished. Instead, the Crystal Cathedral built a restaurant at the bottom. That's not what it's called. I don't remember what the name of the... it was Ernest Angley's ministry for a long time. And it kind of just... Wow. So there's Mansfield with its one giant tower. Weird. I mean, that kind of looks like Mansfield. I don't know. Mansfield in my head is more hilly. The city's kind of built on the side of a hill. This part of it, the other side looks back on it, and I mean, I know we're in the air, but I don't feel. What the heck? Oh, Microsoft. Auto-gen scenery at its best. This looks like Mansfield here. This looks good. I'm sure that's like the real baseball diamond is really there. And you go on out Route 30 to Crestline. But then there's this giant tower where some millionaire decided to build Mansfield is the future. And they built a 75-story building in the middle of the country. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and find 71 and start heading back towards Skypark. I will see you guys once I get closer, and we will do our left base pattern, or left pattern into the airport. Not left base pattern. We're going to fly left downwind and land that way. So I will see you guys in a little bit as I make my way back up to the Wooster / well, really Seville area. All right, guys. See you in a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed that tour. It was kind of fun. We'll be landing here shortly, folks. Please fasten your seatbelts. And actually, folk, we have room for one other person in this airplane. So hang tight, and we'll be on the ground in about 35 minutes. Points of interest when your tour guide is lost. I am fairly certain that along with the mountains that we're seeing off in the distance that aren't there, this is Ashland, I believe. Now, if I'm correct, and I'm pretty sure that I am correct, we should be seeing Route 250 up here, which means there's also a Cabela's nearby, one of the first. But there is, yeah, I'm pretty positive that that is Ashland right there. Home of Ashland University. In fact, if that's the case, what is this airport? Should be Wayne County. Oh, Ashland County. There we go. Yep. Nearest airport, which is right up there to our left, is Ashland County. So, yeah, I was correct. There is Ashland. About a 15-minute flight up from Mansfield. You can still see Mansfield in the background there with all its mountains. And over here is Ashland with the Mount Ashland off there in the distance, along with Mount Wooster, which is oddly not in Wooster. Just kidding. All right. Anyway, there are no mountains in Ohio. Well, not in this part of Ohio. It's bugging me. Can you tell? Can you guys tell? It really does irritate me. It rubs me the wrong way. But anyway, there's Ashland County Airport. Don't know where the university is. I know it's somewhere down there. Ashland's a pretty little town. I took my RC crawler down there and was crawling around in one of the rivers, having fun. Anyway, nice town. All right, so I'm going to keep flying. And wait a minute. Oh, wait. Let's see. First of all, we should be seeing... Yeah, that's Route 250 right there. Trying to show you the interchange. Yeah, there it is. Maybe. Yeah, this is 250 right here. US 250. Okay, guys, I'll see ya when I see ya. Now, I'm fairly confident that up ahead there, that green beacon that we're seeing to the left of the other green beacon, there's the other one, is our Skypark. I think we're seeing Wadsworth and Skypark next to each other. But I am going to continue to follow the road because I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that that's Skypark up ahead. If we can check the map. But I will look into that. But we're getting close. We are nearing, I think, Worcester's going to be off to our right. I don't see Worcester yet, but that could be Worcester off there to the right. It's off and south of the freeway, so we may have passed it already. It's pretty close to Ashland, so I'm surprised that I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, I will check. But I think that's Skypark that we're seeing up there. It would make sense because the freeway heads that way. So, all right, we're starting to close in. I think we're passing over Creston again here. This could be Seville, but I think this is Creston here on Route 3. Pretty sure. We'll see the train tracks coming into town if it is. Yeah, there's one of the train lines. Pretty sure this is Creston up here, but this... I think we're too far south for this to be Seville. Or is this Wooster? I don't know. I don't even know where I am. I'm lost. Help. Mad pilot. That might be Creston over there, so I don't know what this is. Oh well. We're getting close to Skypark, so I'm starting to record because I want to get the approach. My computer's running like butt right now. We're using all 8 gigabytes of our memory. And there we go. Now we're loading again. And I'm down to 28% GPU usage. So it's not the video card once again. This is something to do with the game. And then once the game stops doing this BS, it'll start running well again. But it's hard to even tell what's going on because it's so choppy, I can barely fly. Oh, come on. Load our... Okay, that was... I don't know what that was. But that is Wadsworth up ahead, and there is our airport. Is it going to stop? Thank you. God. Really? You got to load more? This is nuts. And it gets worse as you go. That's the thing I've noticed is like the longer you play, the worse this gets. I can't even tell what's happening right now. It's so slow. Jeepers freaking criminy. Like, I should be descending right now, and I'm afraid to because I don't. All of a sudden, I'll end up on the ground. Wow, it's still loading something. It's like totally gone into seizure mode. Come on, load. What the heck? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to land. Is it done? All right, we're putting the flaps down. I mean, that's the airport right there. We're almost on the airport now. I'm still too high. Okay, flaps are down one notch. I think this airplane only has two. Where's my flaps? Yeah, it's got, it might be, it's three positions. So I'm going for the second position. That should be fine. And we need to get down. I don't see the runway yet. Hopefully this will stay smooth as we're running here and not get all choppy again. Look on the map here. And the airplane. Okay, so we're coming in. We need to hold this heading. The runway's going to be to our left, and it's going to be... Where's our airport? We may have to go around and check it out because I'm not seeing where this is. Are we on the... Oh, we are on the south end of it. Okay, I know where we are. So we're going to enter into base here. There's the runway. I see it now. Yeah, and we are pretty high up. I don't know. I'm going to put the last flap down, get us slowed down here. Yep, okay. And this is the field across from it. All right, I got it. This is a short final. Don't die. Okay. I think this is Greenwich Road that runs across the front of the runway there. You can see the cars going by. And the FBO is off to the right. Okay, a little too fast, but I'm not good at quick turn-ins like that. Let's take the top off of that Scion. Sorry, minivan. Alright, we're going to roll down the runway a little bit. And we are geared down. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. The airplane wanted to go left. I'm fighting the wind a little bit. There we go. Had to get the pedals balanced out. That wasn't the prettiest landing ever, but we're on the ground. It was a smooth landing, just almost went off the runway there. And we have arrived at Skypark. Almost arrived at Skypark's front lawn instead of the actual runway, but here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this flight as we came down onto Skypark in a very heavy manner. Actually, once again, the landing wasn't too bad, just the lining up with the runway wasn't great. Once I got on the runway, the wind took us, and you can see that the wind's blowing across the runway, so that's why I had a little bit of an issue there. It wasn't pretty. Okay, so anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. We definitely had a good time in our Cessna Aerobat, which is part of the deluxe package. Once again, it has the little extra windows on the top. Other than that, I don't see any difference between the regular Cessna, but here is Skypark. So, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help, and I will catch you guys next time on the channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. We're going to be doing some reviews soon, too. I bought the Orbix London City Pack and also the London Airport Pack, the downtown London Airport. And I'll let you guys know what I think about those. We'll be doing that in a review soon. Plus, we have a bunch of other places that people want us to fly, so we'll be doing that, too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this cruising around the northern part of Ohio. I had a lot of fun doing it. So we will see you next time. Bye!